Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from the FUT Market. I have to get a video out for you guys tonight. You guys know that. That's how it goes. When I stream on Fridays, it's always really crazy and it's hard to get an upload out because we're always doing so much over on the streams. So there's obviously it's impossible. And you guys like to know when I upload to YouTube, I want to upload videos to you guys that are meaningful, that are thought through and not just kind of like stream uploads or me just cutting out stuff. I want you guys to hear the gist of what I want to say. This is the team that I'm actually going to go ahead and make for this week. And I just bought Bale probably like an hour ago. I just bought Bale like an hour ago, and I had to sell him because these cards are selling at such absurd prices that I had to go ahead and sell him. So I sold Bale at 223. Is the final price that I sold him at. And yeah, I made about 200K on that card, and I made about 70K or 80K on Mbappe. I promise I made a little bit on, and then I bought a few cards today before the drop, but I didn't buy anything crazy. I was really focused on doing stuff with the stream today, trying to have some fun, and not really doing so much. I've been trading like crazy recently, guys, and I think it's really been stressing me out, and just like, it's been hard, man. It's like hard to just trade doing all this trading all the time, and dude, it just tires you out. So I'm kind of just chilling with that, but that doesn't mean I'm not within the market, and it doesn't mean I'm not here to tell you guys today what my thoughts are on everything. So let's get into it. So the market is crazy right now because you have some cards that are really high and you have some cards that are really low, and there's not really an in-between. There's no card that's kind of just chilling right now. It either flew today or it went down. And I talked about this last night, was that in the next few weeks, we're going to be seeing big price corrections, but we still have this thing called the Weekend League. And the Weekend League is always going to, at the end of the day, Friday night, no matter what is happening on the market, cards will always naturally be a bit higher or at the highest of the week, usually Friday night. That is usually the highest point. If something is not, it's impossible for a card for me to tell you guys that a card would be higher on another day besides Friday night. Friday night is it. That's where the cards are highest. So I would say if you guys do have some cards right now, and I'm talking, guys, by the way, I'm talking about meta, Weekend League use, players like that. That's what I'm talking about for the Friday night high. So you got to keep that in mind, that there's going to be rebounds. There's going to be things like that tonight as we go into that, because people are trying to play their games. That's why you guys are seeing me with my team. I'm going to wait to buy it for a little bit because I'm just buying it for this weekend. But over time, a lot of the cards today that you saw rebound or saw, whatever it was, probably are going to go down over time. Now, I'll talk about the specific FUT Birthday players because I know a lot of you guys want to try those cards. But I want to talk and run you guys through a few scenarios that happened today. This was the first one. So during the third lightning round today, there was 5 Eusebios on the market for 5.2, and one of them sold. He spent 6 mil, okay? In 2 hours later, there was a bid at 5.9. Somebody bid. So the moments market is crazy. You just kind of got to get lucky in the moments market. There's not much else to say about it. The whole market could be going up and that market could be going down. This whole is starting to correct in price. A lot of these icon moments, guys, are starting to go down in value. And that's good. You want to see that. This is gonna help the future of FIFA. We want this. We want these to start coming down in price. And today, I mean, guys, to be fair, EA kind of gave us a pretty sick icon. Steven Gerrard, that's a pretty good icon. I think a lot of you guys are really happy with it. It's only 1.2 million. So again, I've been saying it for a while with you guys who watch my videos. These SBCs are not going to be that expensive. EA is not going to hustle you like that. These are going to be out, and they're going to be coming out when Team of the Season is out. So EA knows that they can't make them to a certain level because Team of the Season, you know what I'm saying? So that makes sense to me, and that's really good today. I don't know if Gold's really reacted to it. I'm not sure if they went up much at all, but I'm just telling you that that's a good step today. So the rest of the market, what happened, right? Well, yesterday, a lot of these cards on Xbox, I know that a lot of cards saw even more of a rebound, but I know that over here on PlayStation, meta cards have got back to the low price that they were yesterday. The cards were pretty low yesterday, and they were really low this morning. There was some panic selling going on this morning that was not included in when I was recording videos last night. This morning was insane. And so I want you guys to understand going forward, you're going to see stuff like that. Every promo we go into, every weekend, everything like that, there's going to be insane panic selling at one moment, and you will know that it's just too low, but over time, it's going to go lower. And that's how it's going to go for the next 4 weeks. There's going to be these periods where it's going to go low, and then it's going to go really, really, really low. And it's impossible to know when it's really, really low. Maybe next time you wait, if you wanted to buy a few players that went up maybe 100 or 200K, you just wait. And then when you feel like it's the lowest part based off last time, you go for it. Something that didn't come today that a lot of people were expecting to come was the Team of the Week 1 to 27 SBC. Maybe that's going to come tomorrow. I have no idea when that's going to come. But what that SBC is, guys, is it gives you a chance, usually at any Team of the Week. They bring it every year during FUT Birthday. So I'm not sure if we're going to get that, but it seems that way. The thing that got hit the hardest this morning was the Future Stars. And Future Star Havertz was down at 420, I believe it was. All the way down at this morning. I think he was 420K, if I'm not mistaken, which was just an insane price if you guys think about it. And he's back up now to about 500. Again, he was 490 yesterday. So I want you guys to understand that these prices that these players are going to are very similar to what they were at yesterday. So it's almost just a recovery back to yesterday. But obviously now with us going into the weekend and further into the weekend, I'm not really sure how well this market's going to hold up at that high. So I'm kind of here to tell you guys again. I know I was here, I think, was Carnival last Friday? No, Carnival was the week before. I'm not buying it, is what I'm here to tell you guys. I'm not buying it. I just don't buy it. Something about this market, guys, I'm just not buying it. I know that people have coins, and I saw what happened last weekend when there wasn't a promo, but I just don't buy it. Something about it is off. And I think that if you potentially missed a card or two today that you wanted to pick up, I mean, look, do your best to wait for that next opportunity. What I can tell you is that, yes, some players went up a bit today, and that is a thing, but a lot of other players didn't. CR7 is still 7.15, right? He's still at that price. He's been 7 mil. So you're seeing a lot of players that are on the lower edge still kind of low, and it concerns you. Modric is 244, so you still have some cards that guys are definitely on that lower edge of the spectrum. So I think it's something that you guys got to keep in mind is that, yes, there are some rebounds today, and that always happens on Fridays. Whenever we have that panic, there's always going to be a bit of a rebound from the panic. But overall, I'm still not crazy about some of it. So I think I actually wanted to buy that Modric real quick. I was checking the price. So that was a pretty low price. And you've got to, there's no qualifiers tomorrow, which is another big deal. Ramos, I know Ramos was 175 and he's now 188. But again, the prices are still not, they're definitely going back up, but they're not like insane. A lot of these cards, if you had bought, you're hardly going to break on the tax, in my opinion, from what I can see right now. You're hardly going to break off that tax with a lot of these upper tier cards. And that's because, obviously, today we got a lot of crazy cards. Now, one thing that really did do well today, there was two different cards that I saw that was doing really well. Future Stars rebounded really well. And other than that, I saw some of those middle tier icons rebound really well. Hullet Prime went up a lot. Eusebio 91 went from like 1.9 to about 2.1. So again, you'd make 100K on that. It's a lot of coins going into something to make not too much. I just saw an R9 expire at 5.6. He's like 5.58 right now, not much of a recovery. So I still think over time we're still going to be heading like this, but you'll have some people buying in back for that weekend league high. Now, obviously, guys, we've got some insane cards to talk about. So let's talk about them, right? These are these new cards that just came out today. And a lot of you guys might be like, hey, Nick, when should I buy a card like any of these cards? It's really hard to know, gentlemen. They ran a lot of lightning rounds today. A lot of people had saved up packs. And something that I want to explain to you guys right now is that a lot of people are buying these cards tonight to play with in the weekend league. A lot of people had saved packs today. A lot of people had saved weekend league rewards. That's also a big deal, is what I want you guys to understand. A lot of people save weekend league rewards for today. When that happens, when people have an extended amount of time that they're saving packs for a promo, the market goes up because they gain buying power through saved packs, and they potentially pack players to give them more coins, and then they can go buy more players. So that's going on, and these cards fluctuate like crazy. It's actually very impressive to see the fluctuations of these cards, right? Salah is 400K and has the most supply in the world, where you have a card like Marcelo that was 600 and is all of a sudden rare and was actually selling at 800, is now 770. Looks like these cards are slowly starting to now adjust and just chill out, which is a good sign. I think if any of you guys want to buy any of these cards tonight, you can buy some. I think I can give you guys the green light for that. Just, I think, be prepared tomorrow that you're going to have some panic selling tomorrow before the lightning rounds, before these guys come back into packs, and you may have a little bit of a sell-off with less people playing weekend league into the further of the weekend. So that's just something that you guys got to keep in mind. If you're going to play with any of these players, or you're interested to play with any of these players, the best time to buy them is not going to be today, but if you want to play with them tonight, I think they're going to be pretty stable. I think you should be all right with some of these cards. You've got some cards that are pretty undervalued to me, where you've got Aubameyang, And you've got Son that are just both like really low. Aubameyang's right now, his card is about 700,000 coins. And like his man of the match is like, it was yesterday. I was selling his man of the match at that price. So this is low to me, but the price range is 800, right? So it's keeping the card lower in value. And all in all, that makes sense to me that card is still at that value at the current time that I'm recording this video. Now, other cards like Leroy Sané is one of them. Leroy Sané is another. Leroy Sané is one of them. Who else am I looking at? Well, there's one more. Douglas Costa, right? These are the 299 pace boys. Now, when a card has 99 pace, guys, people go crazy to play with that card. It's just something about the card that people go nuts with. 99 pace, historically in FIFA, has always been something that people go pretty nuts about. It's something that people look at and they say, wow, that is just insane. So I think those guys right now are price pointed properly. However, be careful because Sané's price is insane. And I'm trying to, in a way, get you guys to understand that Team of the Season is coming in such a short period of time that there's a lot of coins to be lost with a lot of these cards. So if you are playing with some of these cards this weekend league, just make sure you try to get out of them by the end of this weekend. I do think they will hold stable prices throughout the week, but I'm just a little worried about them long term. I think a lot of people are buying into these cards a little early, and I think there's a lot of room for these guys to go down throughout the next week. So just understand that a lot of these are up on price points on a weekend league high. So if a guy like Salah is still 400 on a weekend league high, then it means that he's going a little bit lower. And slowly and surely, the drop of these cards, because now EA made these cards so crazy, if you guys want to look along and see more of the face stats, I mean, look, they made these cards crazy. We can't even deny that. EA went all out for this promo, and they made these cards nuts. What this means is that it will slowly and surely correct a lot of the old special card market. People will move away from the older cards to try to play with these newer cards. It's how it always works, guys. People love new cards, and people love playing with new cards. So this, to me, is going to be a testament to. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to the old market as these cards, adjust in price. Do these cards really correct other card prices? Because these cards are absolutely fantastic, right? These cards are really, really good cards. What I wanted to look at really quickly was Mendy, who is a strong link he's a strong link to Mbappe. So Mendy's up a ton because Mbappe got that left wing card. So Mendy's up a lot because he offers that strong link. So there's certain things linkage wise that are doing really, really well today on the market. There's certain links that just seem to be really, really, really killing it from what I can see on the market. Man of the matches are slowly rebounding. From what it looks like, Sané's now 278. I think Sané yesterday was like, I want to say he was like 230 at a point. Yesterday he was like 240. Yeah, 240, 230. So some rebounding happening, right? And Weekend League will now stabilize prices for a little bit. This is good. We don't want a panic selling market the whole time. I just would say, guys, don't rely on the state of the market from where it is right now. Just it's not reliable at the current state. It's not at a bad state, but it's just not. I wouldn't say it's 100% at the current time, guys. Now, I decided to get liquid this weekend. I wanted to have coins. I wanted to just not be dealing with market stress and things like that. So a lot of the time, what I did yesterday, guys, was, yes, I made a lot of coins, but I also lost some coins, right? This Neymar has absolutely flown because people want him for the weekend league. Now he's 2.55. I sold this guy at 2.3 yesterday, so he's up a ton today. So you're seeing that guy right there. Neymar is a perfect example of people buying cards now for weekend league and now people getting into the groove of playing weekend league. He's a perfect example of it. So yeah, and I think you will start to see these cards kind of settle as the nighttime comes. I think that's something you guys can expect. Let me know if you guys have any questions, man. I'm gonna be streaming again tomorrow, and I'll have an upload for you guys in the morning tomorrow about a market watch, maybe even a really late one tonight. I'll let you guys know. That's where we're at with the market right now. I think if you need a card, I would just kind of chill out because this panic buying is insane. And this is what always happens, man. On Fridays, a lot of the time, what you will see is always a really big panic buy. Like people will decide once one guy starts to buy, everyone goes nuts and decides it's buy time. So I think that's a lot of the time what I see on Fridays. And so yeah, I mean, I think that's where we're at, guys. I think it's good that finally the market is chilling a bit. I think we got some big lightning rounds today, which is going to inject a lot of coins into the market. That's obviously very good. And yeah, some market stabilization, guys. Thank you guys for watching the video today, and I'll see you guys in the video soon. Peace out.